knock it out like I play for the Dodgers. Rolling with Thug in my
Yo, what's everybody to Gloryhounds? Hope y'all saw the intro. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I know I'm about to get copyrighted. It's just, you know, hopefully if y'all see it. Also there's a wicked ass intro. But yeah, welcome to Gloryhounds. Brand new Let's Read or whatever you can call it. You can call it Let's Read or some shit. It's made by Echo, the niggas who made Dastra, the niggas who made the Echo series and the what's it called? The Echo. They made the Echo series and they made the Dastra series. So yeah, it's called Gloryhounds. So let's start. Oh shit, there's 2 volumes. They both got what? I can't breathe. Most of my body's numb. Also, what you hear in the background is my fan. It's hot as fuck in this room. And my AC isn't working, so I'm using like a fan. And it's loud as shit, I'm not gonna lie. This is on like the lowest setting. But, you know, I'm cool as shit though. So, yeah. Most of my body's numb. Also, the other clicking sound you're gonna be hearing, basically, not to cut it short, my fire alarm has a low battery, and right now I don't have a motherfucking lithium battery on to put it in, so I'm about to just go up there tomorrow because I'm about to go out here tonight, bro. It's late as hell, so yeah. Most of my body's numb. Occasional searing jolts of pain aside. Actually, let me turn this off real quick. Turn it off just to hear me better. Occasional searing jolts of pain aside. It's been numb for a while. I don't know how much longer I can keep going like this. How much longer I can keep running. Everything I do just leads to more suffering. More pain. More stairs. Y'all can hear them in the background. Come on, Spot. Pick up the pace. Wait. Come on, Spot. Pick up the pace. Betrayed by my closest ally. Can't. Too many. My legs are screaming in agony, but no one wants to answer the call. Raven 3, what's the situation out there? Over. A voice cackles suddenly, and loudly over the radio, I grip the handrail like my life depends on it. Last thing I want to do is go tumbling down these steps. Also, y'all gonna see this on the 4th of July, but I recorded it a day early, so the day right now is the 3rd. So hopefully I can get out by tomorrow. You know, shouldn't be too hard because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to get up again. An adversary's on the roof, sir. Diamond should still be on his person. Any other hostile on the roof? Over. Negative. However, Beast is most dangerous when cornered. I'd advise caution. Raven 3, I need you to say over. 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 Good. Over and out. You're on the spot. Just a few more floors to go. God, why do you have to pick a skyscraper? Shouldn't places like these have elevators? I better be getting a raise after this. I think we're at the top now. There's a big metal door blocking our way. Stand down. The boss bars my way with an arm the size of The boss bars my way with an arm the size of a tree trunk. Not 3. You're not seriously going to... Ow! He hisses, clutching his foot, hopping around like a madman. I put myself between him and the stairwell. I'm pretty sure they'd dock my paycheck if I let the boss fall down the stairs and break his back. Was probably not the smartest move. No kidding. Here, let me do it. I grab the door's handle and push forward. Huh. It isn't locked at all. The way the boss is looking at me, you'd think I just aced an exam on quantum physics. I knew I hired you for a reason. He gives me a pat on the back and a bat on the back that knocks me against the metal door. It slams open wide, blasting us with cold air, bringing us face to face with the target. There you are, you treacherous snake. You won't be getting away this time.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the Gloryhound protege.
A dark chuckle sounds from the other end of the rooftop. It's enough to send shivers down any man's spine. Or maybe the shivers are just my vertigo getting the best of me. I press on. This uneven rooftop gravel is hell underneath my already sore feet even with my boots on. And the cool spring air is making me regret my choice of outfit. I have to admit, I'm pretty... let me try to do the voice. I have to admit, I'm pretty surprised you'll be fool enough to follow me all the way up here. Of course, judging by your fashion sense, making bad choices seems to come rather naturally to you. Give it up, villain. You've nowhere left to run. Pretty soon, the only thing you're going to be wearing is prison stripes. I am not so, Mr. Gloryhound. Because from my point of view, you seem right cornered yourself. Like a predator about to pounce, he regards me with squinted eyes. Alright, this is the moment I've trained for. I assume the position. Shoulders straight, arms outstretched, index finger pointed at the culprit. Just like they do in the movies. Hand over those diamonds right now. What was your name again? The horned chameleon rubs the back of his scaly head, tilting it slightly. Are you quite serious right now? I'm bad with names, okay? I just told you 5 minutes ago. The tragic backstory, remember? The invisibility powers? Starts with a K. Nope, doesn't ring a bell. He growls furiously. Camus. Huh? It's Camus, you brittle idiot. Moo. Meow. Or it's Meow. Oh. Badass. Did you come up with it? Or, did you come up with that one on your own? Next to me, the boss buries his face in his paws. Can we just fight, please? For the love of God, yes. You're going down, Camo. It's calm. You know what? No! I've had about just enough of you. Why is my minions? Five butterflies with brightly colored wings ascend behind him, just off the building. Are those actual swords? Actual swords. Actual swords? Airborne hostiles spotted. I thought you said there were no other hostiles. No other hostiles on who? Do you be listening? Do be listening, yes? But nothing we can handle. Let's see this chameleon turn black and blue. Light flashing before my eyes, I set a new world record for zooming through 5 stages of grief. My eyes meet the bosses right as I'm at the bargaining stage. Help. Easy, Spot. Easy? Easy? They're gonna kill us! They're gonna kill us! They might seem scary, but they wouldn't know teamwork if it struck them in the face. Which we're about to do, repeatedly. His warm glove paw on my shoulder only does so much to soothe my nerves. So be quick to charge. But you couldn't be further from the truth if you tried. See, unlike you and your precious little pup, I take care of the twin and the rest, my employees properly. Minions, make for a curse out of them. No! My name is Alex the Rouge. I'm 28 years old, completely and utterly single. I live in Schnippersburg, the capital of Batavia, where the weather is never just right and we always find something to complain about. You know what? That sounds like where I live. This is gonna sound cliche, but you're probably wondering how I ended up here. Truth is, I wondered too. Not just anyone decides to throw on some thigh-high boots and a mask to fight an overgrown lizard on top of a skyscraper. But it's my actual, honest-to-God job now. It's a long story, but long stories seem to be all the rage these days, right? It all started a while ago. Did you actually start interrupting me for a flashback? I remember it clear as day. I am very much stuck here. Black and white is not a good look for me. Flashback time. Gloryhounds. Nah, the intro is tough. I'm not gonna lie, the intro is tough. Issue 1. A spot of trouble. Yeah, like y'all fucking my voices, y'all fucking my impressions, yeah. The head of Hayen, 1949, or 1849 on a Friday. The last few rays of sunlight bleed through the stained glass windows of this old bar. So too bleeds my nemesis. This grueling battle lasted most of the day, but I finally have him where I need him. All it takes is one more blow. I stole myself ready for my weapon. You're right there, Alex? Do you know another word for a spiky plant with soothing juice? How many letters? 4. Probably aloe. Probably aloe then. My strokes are quick, precise. All it takes is 4 letters and my name and address, and I'll have conquered this week's crossword magazine. I sheathed my trusty weapon by putting on the cap and snack on some celebratory peanuts. They're so salty. I think I just swallowed 5 times my daily recommended sodium intake. You know those contests are all rigged, right? Jules won a hairdryer once. The one he had to pawn off because he doesn't have any fur. He still won. The Sphinx cat sitting on my stool next to me looks up from their phone like a fish coming up for air. It doesn't stop them from continuing to scroll down a never-ending news feed of celebrity gossip and food photos. Always stirring up tea with their other paw. A true master of multitasking, this one. With the owner out for a smoke, it's just the 2 of us right now. Some would say it's pretty dead for a Friday night, but I wouldn't mind. Sometimes the rich, bitter aroma of fresh coffee is better company than most of the regulars. Or so I like to tell myself to ease the creeping loneliness. What are you trying to get anyway? I close my magazine and step into the messenger bag sitting at my feet, kicking it under the dark, scratched wooden counter. Grand prize is a new bike. They cock an eyebrow. The stirring stops, their tea still swirling in his cup, no doubt struggling to break down the entire pot of sugar they downed it in. It's me for real. Old one giving up the ghost? I nod at him solemnly, swallowing memories playing in my mind like a clip show episode. Sucks, man. I've had that rust bucket since high school, but I still feel a pit in my stomach thinking about it. You said it. I just had it fixed up last month too. There's some things even the good old and lubricating can't. Wait. There's some things even a good oiling and lubricating can't fix. Yeah, my love life's living proof of that. God bless his little wheels. It's been through a lot. They wipe a fake tear from their eye, popping a single peanut into their mouth. Dad said it's just at the end of his lifespan. I'd buy a new one, but money's a bit tight at the moment. More like always, but who doesn't need, is it Lo or Lou? Lo doesn't need to know that. Can't you borrow someone else's? What about Max's? I don't ever see him writing it. That's because he flies everywhere. I bury my face in my paws, resting my elbows on the counter. And he doesn't let me write it anymore. How come? I kinda almost crashed last time I borrowed it. Actually, I did crash. Fell right into the canal too. Damn near got hit by an underwater train when I tried to swim out. Who knew they went so fast? The door opens and just for a second, a crisp spring breeze grazes my fur, making it stand on an end. Alex been getting in trouble again? What else is new? Feathers tickle the back of my neck. I feel a clawed hand on my shoulder. Well, if it isn't the namesake of this place. You better not be molting right now. Hey Willie, how's the weather out there? I catch the telltale scent of cigarettes and freshly ground coffee. The rotund rooster steps between us, offering Lou the closest thing to a smile someone without a palatable lips can muster. Even with just the three of us in here, his presence fills the room. Absolute shit it is. They're expecting some spring showers in a couple hours, so I hope you brought your raincoats. I'm gonna give him like a country accent. I'm gonna go for that. Nothing out of the ordinary for Schnippersburg. Lou takes a sip of the coffee. The slurping is very audible. I like it. Sun's terrible for my skin anyway. Well, I don't. All this rain lately hasn't been good for business. And with the anniversary coming up and all. Anniversary? First time I heard about that. Blimey. Don't tell me you forgot about the big 25. You didn't put up any flyers or anything. How are we supposed to know? Pardon me for thinking I'd built up enough reputation. The Hound doesn't apparently appear in some sightseeing guides. Probably the only LGBT bar that does. I've been coming here almost every week since college, so I know some of the stories. It used to be an old church building that sat abandoned for decades after the war. According to Willem, the Schnippersburg City Council kept making plans for it. A recreation center, a mall, and even a museum at one point, but they dragged their feet for so long that eventually they just decided on demolishing it. That's when William ended up buying it for dirt cheap. Also, if you heard that, I don't know if I already mentioned it, but if you heard that, that's people fucking doing fireworks outside a day early. Like I said, y'all gonna see this on the 4th of this month, July, but I'm recording it today on the 3rd, so y'all gonna be seeing it on 4th of July. So, I guess I'm getting an early 4th of July, I guess. To say it took a lot of elbow grease to fix up is an understatement. He showed me pictures of what it was like before, and the building had more holes in it than a cheese factory. He did keep the stained glass windows. Even the church bell still works, allegedly, though I've never heard it ring. Also, I don't know if the fan was too loud earlier, but that little clicking sound, I'm not putting new batteries till tomorrow. It's already late as hell. It's like 11 at night, bro. I'm not gonna go to no store. I don't think they're open right now. So I'm not about to put no batteries. So I'm so sorry. Allegedly, though, I've never heard it ring. Lightly, the only thing anyone's talking about is that art gallery. What's an art gallery got that I ain't have? About. They scroll down on their phone and catch a glimpse of some old-looking paintings on their screen. 10,000 followers. Obgedok. I've seen their ads and billboards around town. Apparently, they recently brought in a dress made entirely out of euro bills and diamonds, worth a whopping 6 million euros in total. Forget the bike, I could buy an entire biker gang with that kind of money. For one gallery? They shrug. Art's getting more popular with young people these days. And they've snagged a lot of big name artists by the looks of it. They even have Van Howlink. You asked me. I'd rather have a couple regulars and then a Van Howland and faces crowd of followers. Do you even have an account? The rooster brushes clawed fingers through his comb, shaking his head. For the love of God, it's 2033. It's 2035. Get with the times, Willie. Al here can help you with. Al here can help you out sometime. Lou's bony elbow hits me right in the ribs. I clear my throat. So, when's the party? Near we on Saturday? You are welcome too, of course. He hands me an invitation printed on a cheap printer paper. Lou leans on my shoulder to catch a glimpse of it too. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Need help decorating again? I'll be chuffed to meet you if I have you. I gotta work next Saturday. Sorry. I gave mine fuck. Again? Man, they've been running you report boys ragged lately. They take another sip. The tea must have gotten pretty cold by now. Tell me about it. Haven't had a proper day off in months. Offer still stands if you want to work My manager already said. Hard pass. Come on, beggars can't be choosers. The coffee isn't that bad. I point my brow piercing. Then at my tongue piercing. What? Am I a thepone? What am I supposed to have this? Confident would probably freak out if they saw. You probably set off a few metal detectors. Big deal. One of my coworkers has more tats than a cheetah has stripes. William strokes his waddle. Pretty sure cheetah has spots. I'll just keep doing repairs, I guess. You don't sound too happy. I feel like it's all I'm really good at. What a lot of rubbish. Willie's right. I've tried your salsa dips. Thanks. But hey, if there's anything I can do, let me know. It feels like the only times I hang out with you nowadays are at office parties. We really gotta meet outside work more. Right. We even had to plan to meet up today. We can catch a movie when things slow down. Good idea. This is one I really want to see. I immediately feel a primordial sense of terror encroaching upon me, eating away at my very core of my being. If this is another horror flick, they click their tongue. I am not sure they'd sell you another ticket to a horror after you screamed the house down last time. It's all coming back to me now. The blood, the gore, the expensive popcorn I threw all over my hoodie. I can still smell the caramel. Actually, I don't know why I called it caramel. Like, deadass. I call it caramel. Like, I don't know if you're, bro. Comment down below if you pronounce it caramel or caramel. I personally call it caramel. I don't call it caramel. I call it caramel. That's how I say it. I thought it was gonna be some romance flick. No one told me there was gonna be ghosts. Really? You passed out before the ghost even showed up. Lou rests their chin on their hand. You can rest easy this time. This fish ain't my mother's. Wait, that fish ain't my mother's coming out in a few days. Oh, that fish ain't my mother's coming out in a few days. The really bad musical? You mean the most amazing musical? The review I read called it a god-awful train wreck. Direct quote. And that was the nicest thing they had to say about it. Which is exactly why we should go see it. Don't make me drag William along instead. William, behind the bar, recoils, nearly backing into wine bottles. I ain't letting you rope me no more what you played last time. Excuse me? Poultrygeist 3 was a work of art. You have no respect for the classics. If that move got down, the queen of over. I suppose it's up to me to defuse this argument before the claws come out. The new Lion Brigade movie is coming out soon. When do we go see that? Didn't they end the franchise, 20 years ago? It's a reboot, Alex. Are we a little old for comic book movies? I'm 28. Bro, I was on comic book movies, bro. I was on superhero movies, bro. Y'all weird, alright? Like, those are tough. Hell, you're older than I am. Exactly. Face it, Al. We're dinosaurs at this point. Remnants of a bygone age. I get the point. Give it a couple more years, and you can't even put Twink into your profile anymore. I roll my eyes. So, what makes musicals any better? Musicals make me pretend I have at least some class. If dinosaurs, what that made me, eh? Someone who can pour us another round of drinks. You want a beer, Al? It's on me. One more for this dinosaur. Some bitter ballin' too. Ballin'. You heard the man, Willie. Y'all like my voices? Y'all like the voice I give them? Or are they really annoying? Is that a human? Hey, I know those. I know that one. That's Adastra and Echo. They're 2 games. That's tough they made in the window pines. The glass window. Rose tinted windows. It's completely dark by the time I leave. Rain's tapping away at the awning, but the downpour hasn't deterred some of the usual Friday night crowd from exploring the crowd jewel of Batovia, city of the future. There's nocturnals heading to their jobs for the night, while a few brave diurnals go from bar to bar to celebrate the weekend, all underscored by the hum of the underwater trains. I can make out a few people swimming into the canals as well. Probably also out in the night of the town. The store still seems to be open down there. Schneipersburg has a relatively large aquatic population, roughly a fifth of its inhabitants. Most can't live on land full time, so a bunch of them live and work underwater in the web of canals that run throughout the entire city. There's entire bustling neighborhoods down there. Stores, bars, churches, apartments. And of course, the train station Schneipersburg is known for. A far cry from the quiet part of town it used to be over 100 years ago. Things change quickly around here. They have to. When there are so many species with their wants and needs living in one space, technology is constantly evolving to meet them. One company in particular has allowed this city's infrastructure to flourish. 20 years ago, Bradford Enterprises came out of nowhere and revolutionized the city, making it one of the most technologically advanced on the continent. Holograms, underwater transportation systems, recyclable breathing apparatuses. Even the town security system runs on Brevard tech. It's nothing short of a miracle, of a marvel, and turns Schneipersburg into a major tourist destination almost overnight. Of course, there are some other oddities. The man behind the company, Raro Brevard, has never been seen in public. He might as well be a ghost. Only one communicates through spokesperson. He doesn't even have an online encyclopedia page. The rumors surrounding him have gotten to the point where some people think he just doesn't exist at all. That he's made up by the higher-ups to sell some bullshit sentimental story. One man's dream and all that. On paper, though, he's technically my boss. Of course, I'm so far down the company hierarchy, I might as well be an underguard. My phone buzzes in my pocket. I sigh and extend a hand, twiddling my fingers to activate a holographic interface. I can't be bothered to grab it right now. Elon's face greets me, his piercing green eyes boring right into my soul. I should probably change my lock screen at some point, but it's been hard. Stefan. My stomach turns, and I quickly sob across the screen to make him go away. Even being inebriated doesn't make it any easier to look at him. Alright, notifications. One missed call from Mom. She's been out of the country for a while, but I don't think she has this whole time zone thing figured out. I should call her back later. Hey, my mom doesn't live where I live either. She's out of town. She left. Where you gonna get out there and get cold out there like that? Out here like this? The door clicks shut behind me. I close the holographic interface like a child getting caught with his phone in class. Just waiting out the rain. Haha. You'll be waiting a while. It's gonna be pitching down on day night and I'm front the fuck mean. That sucks. God, just what I needed. Got places being at the dancer that day late. Just Mr. The Bruins. The Bruins. I have to pick up some things for lunch tomorrow. Take a little out back for me. Been quiet while them guys walk like that. She asks about you all the time. Time taken. The rooster fumbles with his soggy pack of cigarettes. Who's the lucky fella? I don't think they know that. How do you even do it? Easy. You thought them might cute, but I'm a drinking. Not that. How do you kiss them without any lips? You just, and then he works his beak. They bited it does. He finally managed to light a cigarette and takes a long drag, looking at me all the while. He holds the pack out to me. Fragile one? It's very tempting right now. And yet, nah, thanks. Been cleaning for a couple weeks now. That made one of us. Good on you. He puts the pack back in his pocket. Out of me. Out. Sound like better in the right spot, man. He puts emphasis on the spot part. Because of course he does. This isn't an intervention, is it? I finally relent with the loudest, most exaggerated sigh I can muster. I'm fine. I'm not. I can handle myself. Barely. You know, I always land on my feet. You know I was landing on my feet. Even if it feels like I break my legs doing it every time. The rooster takes a long drag. I don't doubt that you've all been quite clever, broke. Sometimes I just worry. He blows a thick cloud of smoke in my face, and I nearly have to have a coughing fit. I'm not some charity case. What day you work on? He taps a cigarette, letting glowing ash fall on the wet pavement. The rain slowed down to a soft drizzle, making the scenery almost marginally less depressing as people pack away their umbrellas. Mind if I tell you a story? Depends. He quickly shakes his head. It's one family friendly, I promise. Sure it is. A long time ago, right early in the night call like this, there was a working race outfit, man. We can have the pride. Everybody thought I was stupid in the ringovers. None to do bad, I don't see. When they worked with this kind of kid. I seen them bad in a couple places, but they never did about the same place. This man by far. Asked him twice, and he told me he was gay. And I was like, ooh, he gay. I'm gonna get his pants. Tell his parents. He's scared of shit to his parents. So the first person he thought about it. Can't believe that cock, but you just forgot. You know what I did? That it wouldn't leave the room. That it wouldn't leave the room. And that I'd have a place to belong no matter what. I don't mean to sound like green on the car, but we there, right, it's Alex. Ain't no getting better of me combining things up. I exhale. I'm just scared, I guess. Yeah? You heard Lo. You heard Lou. We're dinosaurs. I'm almost 30, and I've been working the same job since I finished high school. You've got this place to be proud of. I got nothing. So, yeah, I'm scared. What if I never amount to anything? I suck my teeth, trying to keep myself from tearing up. My vision blurs all of a sudden. Is it the rain? Or so I tell myself. I think not that big fit, man. It's all because. They're about that they're trying to deal with that their thing, but they battle up neatly inside. We think the bears. Yes, we can. He gestures to the crowd. Everything one of them. They're never understanding that no red are yet. At bed then budget 20. Wow man, you actually said something that I can actually understand. I actually said that last part. A few feet away from us, a large white moth shrugs off the water, still clinging to his coat. He looks at his watch for flapping his shimmering wings and taking flight, just like that. He hovers above the ground for a few months before taking off into the night as fast as he can they can carry him. My eyes follow him as he drifts above the crowd and eventually above the buildings themselves. Before long, he's just a dot in the sky. I clench my teeth. It's just a common sight here, but it fills me with awe every single time. Awe and envy. I take a deep breath, trying my best to shake off the insecurity and sling my messenger bag over my shoulder. I could use a cigarette right now. I'm heading out. Hey, cover that trick there. I don't want to hear about you getting mud on the news. I've been here how many times now? That don't make the birthday embarrassing. Fine, I'll text you when I get there. And I'm sorry about the anniversary thing. Really wish I could make it. That's right, let's bring them sometime to one under the bridge. I know nobody about that good old boys. Of course, I mean, when? But about the time. When I have, yeah. A big glob of rainwater drops down onto my neck as I step out from under the awning. It's freezing cold, and the sound of that escapes my muzzle as it seeps down my back and less than flat. It's freezing cold, and the sound that escapes my muzzle as it seeps down my back is less than flattering. William laughs as he tosses what's left of his cigarette on the wet pavement, stomping it out. Have a good one there. I mumble to by myself, pulling up my hood and walking off into the night. If you follow the canal down the Han, you eventually get to the old foreign quarter of the Sweetwater district. Most of its inhabitants are descendants of immigrants who came here after the war. It's by far the most densely packed area of Schnippenberg, and with every square meter having a restaurant or store offering food or goods you can't get anywhere else. Feels like the one place in town where things slow down a little. There's fewer scenes, fewer obnoxious neon signs, and just a little past the Indian restaurant I always wanted to try. There's a little corner store. Dark, worn bricks makes it stick out like a sore thumb next to all the modern buildings. It's been graffitied all over. Some of this art is as old as I am, maybe even older. The city's offered to clean up multiple times, but the owner steadfastly refused. Says it adds character. The bright pink sign reads De Bruin in a gauntly-looking font. The dim lights inside might give the impression that the store is closed for the evening, but it's only open after sundown. That sounds shady, but really it's just between the owners. It's just because the owners sleep during the day, like most nocturnals. When I was still in college, I used to stop by at least once a week to get something to eat after going clubbing. I'd grab some kielbasa and eat it all in one go at 3 in the morning. Those were the days. Unlike most of my other college friends, the stuff here has some degree of flavor, on top of being cheaper than anything I could buy at a regular grocery store. So, win-win. I've got a lot less free time these days, but I still grab a bite every now and then. The shrill doorbell announces my arrival, almost loud enough to enrapture my eardrums. I don't know why I said enrapture. The store is an assault on every one of my senses. It's cluttered and claustrophobic in a way only the smallest of corner stores can manage. There's bright, colorful packaging on every shelf, imported from all over the world. There are lots of foreign goods here. Sake, chinga, and possibly sour candy. My favorite, the pastries they usually keep under the glass near the counter. They smell enough to make both my eyes and mouth water. An entire experience crammed into a place probably no bigger than my living room. Probably the greatest fire hazard in town. Miss De Bruin? I'm greeted by a voice almost as quickly as that front door before its owner comes hobbling out of a small hallway behind the counter. Eric, sweetie. She rubs her eyes, fixing her brightly colored handkerchief. Please don't cancel me. I'm so done. I'm so cooked. She rubs her eyes, fixing her brightly colored headscarf I've never seen her without. Her eyes, or at least what I can see of them, light up when she sees me. I can't help but smile back at her. It's like I'm seeing my grandma again, except with wings and big ears, and suspiciously sharp teeth. Hey, Mr. Bruin. It's been a while since I saw you. You've gotten so tall. I'm pretty sure she's just a bit smaller. Pretty sure she got a bit smaller. That's what I just said. With a grunt and a crack of her back that can't be good news, she drags out a milk crate from underneath the counter to stand on. She can't reach the register without it. It's an old and battered from the years of use. I remember local kids making a game out of it, trying to steal it. I won't confirm or deny having been one of those said kids. As many tricks on my sleeves as spots on my face, the neighbors used to say. How have you been? She wings her bony paws, almost knocking over a small newspaper stand with her wings. It's as if it's a question she's been preparing her whole life. Wonderful, dear. Absolutely wonderful. Her Lackin accent, that's as thick as it's always been in 22 years I've known her. Business has been, what's the word again? Exploding. Booming? Booming, yes. It's the tourist, dear. The rainfall, but in a bit of damper on things. But on good news, we have more customers than the Lutian Museum. I've seen more tourists than town folks these days. Probably stopping by snipers for the weed. I would just turn Andrea to the same team. It's good to see you young ones are interested in the local culture. You know what, actually, I'm about to end it here.